Today I'm at the Alpharetta Library introducing my latest novel, That Last Carolina Summer, that is set in South Carolina. A lot of the inspiration for the book came from the birds in my backyard in Milton. I have 15 bird feeders, and as I started learning more and more about birds, I became fascinated by how much bird behavior mimics that of human behavior, especially that between siblings and between parents and their offspring in the nest. So this is a story about sisters and mothers and daughters with a wonderful mystery. I have perfected the PowerPoint presentation. It's something I taught myself during COVID, and instead of writing another book, I learned how to do all these really cool special effects, etc. And because I'm a visual writer, I thought doing a PowerPoint is the best way to introduce my books and my characters and my settings to an audience. There was a big influence on a personal speed bump in my life, and I survived it, and I want to share that with readers who read the book, and just talking to people about these are speed bumps that most of us will come across in our lives, and it is survivable. I did not grow up in a house with a lot of children's books. It just wasn't something, I guess, that my parents thought was important. So it was in third grade when I visited a library for the first time with my best friend, and only because it was air conditioned and she had some books to return. So I just went inside with her, and the librarian, Mrs. Sharrow, I still remember her name, turned to me, and because I wasn't picking out a book, and said, "Karen, what do you like to read?" And I said, "I don't." And of course, she grabbed her pearls and then immediately went in search of something. And she pulled out The Secret of the Old Clock, which was my very first Nancy Drew mystery. And from that point on, I was absolutely hooked with reading. I'm really excited to share this book with my community. I think there's a lot to be learned here. This area is so full of birds and wildlife, and there's so much we can learn from them, not just about animal behavior, but also how it reflects on us as humans. I'm not just a crazy bird lady. I think there's a lot behind it, and I hope to share that with my fellow Georgians.